Hi everyone, here's Ysaura from Spain, and I'm going to explain you some things about my project in Poland and about European Solidarity Corps in general. So I think the most important thing is to know that to do this kind of projects you should be between 18 years old and 30 years old, and it's something that you can do only once in your life, or you can do twice, but to do so you should do the first project, a short project till maximum 2 months, could be 1 month or 2 months, and then a longer project up to 12 months. So like, for example, a small project of 2 months and then 10 months, or to do directly a long project. That's what I did. My project was 11 months, and in my case I can make it longer to 12 months. In fact, I was supposed to end it in August, but I'm going to end it in September. How was the recruitment process? So you should enter in the European Solidarity Corps page, create a profile, and then look for the project that suits you best. Then you should apply to the organization, and then the organization will get in contact with you. They will do an interview, and in my case, at least, a person from the organization did me an interview, and then they put me in contact with the tutor in my school. And I did an interview with my tutor too, and then they decided that I was good for them, a good candidate, and they accepted me, and I started. My project has been in Poland and in a special needs school. It was a bit like mid-working because due to COVID, just like 1/3 of the pupils were attending the classes, but still I was lucky because my school didn't close, like never. Some of my flatmates were not able to attend to the classes because their schools were actually closed, but mine was open. But as there were only some kids attending the classes, we were mostly recording videos, YouTube videos, for the kids that were attending the classes online, to make them involved and to make me involved with them in the project too. So my tasks in my school, as my tutor was the English teacher in the school, my main task was to support him in the English lessons. But as I told you, the situation changed a bit. So apart from that, we were to recording the YouTube videos. And I don't know, from my experience in Poland, what I will remember the most will be the snow and the snow wars we have, because in my city in Spain we don't have snow. Like, yes, last January we had this big snow because Spain was almost all the country was covered by snow. But for example, in my city we were without snow for 15 years, and as I'm 26, it was quite a lot of time. So yeah, basically the snow and the last days of the scholar year, because everything was closed from October till May. So the winter was a bit too long and too cold, and that's something that I will remember too. Coming back from the school, having lunch, having the tea, and in the middle of the tea it was night already at 3:30. What is not bad if there are things that you can do on the street, like going to museums, going to the gym, going to the cinema, going to take a beer. But everything was closed and the temperature was like -10, -15, so we were mostly all the time at home waiting for the night. So when spring finally came, we were able to take walks, and then everything open, and me and my friends, we were extremely happy because yeah, winter was really too long. um, yes, COVID affect us, but still we had the chance to travel a bit at the beginning of the project and at the end, skipping the cold months. um, I have to say that I wanted to discover more about Europe, because Poland is really in a good position to discover. Like, we could, from my city, we could take a train and go to Vienna, to Prague, or to Berlin, for example, but that was not an option because of COVID. But still, we had the chance to discover a lot in Poland, and that was really good, because it's a good country with beautiful cities, beautiful mountains. In case you want, you enjoy hiking, it's a really good country to do so, and that was really nice. Um, mm, we, at least me, I was feeling during the project really accompanied, like really with the support of other people, because we had the coordinator from the association, and we were having with her meetings, one per 2 weeks, so 2 per month, to check that everything was okay, that we were feeling good, that we had everything we need in the flat, that we were like having a good time. That was nice. Then we had the tutor in the school, and from February, it should have been from September, but it was from February because COVID messed all up a bit. We had the mentor. Mentor is a person who is responsible to make you connect with, like, the, in my case, Polish society. That was good too. And what to say about Poland? Did my opinion of Polish people change? Well, I didn't have that much opinion. I didn't know much about Poland, apart from some not as good, not as good things. Well, I arrived to Poland in September, and I don't remember if it was late September or the beginning of October. Like, people were starting to, like, to tell to me, like, oh no, the government has accepted this law, no, has proposed this law, and now the abortion is going to be illegal in Poland, da da da. And I checked the info, and actually abortion was already illegal in Poland, and from in October they proposed the law. It will be even worse. So there were marches, like, for 2 months in a row, every day marches during the pandemic. It was crazy, and they stopped the proposal, but finally, I think in February, they accepted. And I don't know, I will say, like, I enjoy this year in Poland, but at least in my case, it's a country that is a bit against my values. But it's really good that I've been doing the volunteer project in this Active Women Association, because they do a lot of things that are against the values of Poland too. That is really good, because Polish values, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, another important thing, the language. All my family and friends were a bit worried, like, how are you going to communicate with the kids if you don't know the language? And I don't know, for me that's not a problem, because kids will find the way to tell you things, like, to communicate. And if they don't, there will always be, like, some teachers or someone around that you can ask. But for me it wasn't a problem. I have to say that I was trying to learn Polish too, using Duolingo. That was really useful if you really want to do it, like taking notes, like properly studying. But if you don't do so, don't feel afraid, because you know, there's always gestures that you can do, or you can always ask the kid to take you to the place where he needs or she needs something. Like, you will find your way. And apart from that, the project offers you or an app that I don't remember the name, but it's an app to learn Polish. Or in my case, they offer me Polish lessons. So if you want to learn, you can learn. And if you don't want to, that was the case of some of my friends, it's not mandatory. For me it was good because at least it's always good to me to go to a shop and being able to ask for where is this, where is that, or to say thank you, have a good day, or to understand that they are telling thank you, have a good day, or whatever. I have to say regarding Polish people, like, I didn't feel it because yeah, I'm from Spain. We are this kind of warm blood people, Latin vibes. Like, we like to be in big groups and like to really touch other people. That's not really my case. And as I've been living in Estonia and visiting Finland, I'm used to this cold people. So I didn't feel it in Poland. I didn't feel that Polish people is cold. In fact, for me, they are really good hosters. They are always like trying to make you feel comfortable. But it's true that some of my friends felt they are cold. Up to you. Up to you to decide and check. My advice, if you want to do this project, is something that I totally recommend. Like, you are going to experience a different year or a different months. You are going to meet a lot of people, and at some point it could be more or less rewarding, but for sure you are going to learn and to gain things. So do it. And don't be afraid, because I don't know, fear is useful because it makes you think about what are you actually doing, but don't let the fear paralyze you and make you stuck. And if you decide to come, I don't know, my advice is try to be open-minded, because in my case, for example, we were living in a huge flat, and we were sharing our lives, our rooms with people from different countries, and that could be difficult, but that's really meaningful too. You can learn a lot of things. So yeah, my advice is to be open-minded, but not only for this project, but for life in general. So yeah, I totally recommend you to do it. And one thing I forgot to tell you, apart from the volunteer projects, there are shorter projects that your organization could propose to you. We were not that lucky with that because that projects were paralyzed because of COVID. But for example, now in summer they offer us to spend 1 week in Italy, 1 week in Romania doing different projects. So apart from the country you will go, you will have the chance to visit more countries and to learn more things and to know more, to meet more people. So I don't know, for me at least it was almost only good things. Like, yeah, for sure you can be feel a bit lost or a bit like disappointed with things, but that's life. You can feel that way in your country too. So for me it's always good to put yourself out of the comfort zone, and it's a really good opportunity. I have to say that it's a really good opportunity too, because you are not going to spend money, because all the travel costs, the travel to go to the country at first moment and the travel to go back when you finally end the project are covered by the European Solidarity Corps. And apart from that, you will live in a flat with other volunteers with all the supplies, and you will receive money for your expenses and your yes, the food and the beers. to be to be honest. So, and the trains. So yeah, I hope that this advice will help you, and I hope that you will feel motivated. And that's all from me. Bye.